And as advertised right now, let's talk now with Yankee hitting coach, one of the best in the business. Kevin Long joins us live. Kevin, first of all, my friend, welcome to the show. What's happening?
Well, things are good. We got a big win last night, beat the Royals, and things are going well.
Kevin, I got to ask you, Curtis Granderson, what have you done to this guy? He can't be stopped. 11 home runs. What's going on with that?
Well, I'll tell you what, he's been on a tear for a good 3 months, and last year we made some changes in August, and he's just taken information and understands his swing and what's going on, and he's been on fire, like you said.
I saw last night that the captain, Derek Jeter, hit the ball again good last night. He's played very well since the beginning of May. And Kevin, what's going on with the swing right now? A lot of confidence right now with the captain, correct?
Yeah, the captain's on fire. He's swinging the bat as well as he's swung it in some time. Really comfortable up there. The Sunday game in Texas where he hit 2 opposite field home runs, had 4 hits. Really good to see, and gave all of us a sigh of relief.
And our special guest on the Sports RX is Yankee hitting coach Kevin Long, talking about his new book. It's called Cage Rat, Lessons from a Life in Baseball of the Yankees hitting coach. Kevin Long, our special guest on the Sports RX on 740 The Game.
We're talking about Derek Jeter a little bit a minute ago, Kevin, and this guy obviously had the down year last year, the Yankee captain, an all-time great player. Coming out of the slump a little bit, a lot of talk about him. But how much does confidence play a role into this? He was tinkering with his swing a little bit. How much is the confidence a factor?
Well, I think it's a huge factor. Anytime you can step into the box, and Jeet is probably one of the best that I've ever dealt with as far as if he has a bad game, a good game, being the same guy every day. But you got to get those nuggets of confidence, and you got to have a good game and something that says, okay, I'm back. I'm swinging the bat the way I'm capable of swinging it. And when you have those type of games, they tend to carry on. And what we were looking for is a hot streak and something to get him going. And you know, he believed it, and I believed it that it was coming. And certainly the last week or so, he's been swinging the bat as good as anybody.
What's it like for you as the Yankee hitting coach, trying to instruct guys like Derek Jeter, Alex Rodriguez, all-time great baseball players, and you're trying to tinker with their swing or help them out? That's got to be a little bit of a challenge for you to approach guys like that.
Yeah, I think every day is a challenge. There's certainly not a day that goes by that I have 9 guys in my lineup that are on fire or swinging the bat good at one time. So, Jeter's swinging the bat good right now, and A-Rod's fallen off a little bit, so we got to get him back on track. Jorge Posada certainly is a guy that I look at and say, okay, we got to do some work. But there's days where you get 5 or 6 guys and you're grinding with them. It's a lot of fun. It's fun because these guys are so talented and so good that usually you can make a little tweak or a little adjustment and they get back on track, and they appreciate the fact that I'm spending so much time and detail on their swing and their at-bats and trying to get them back to where we think they belong.
Our special guest is Yankees batting coach, one of the best in the business, Kevin Long. Kevin, your book, it's called Cage Rat, Lessons from a Life in Baseball by the Yankees hitting coach. Kevin, talk about that book right now.
Well, it's something we're very proud of. My family and I persevered through 18 straight years in the minor leagues, and I was given the opportunity in 2007 to become the Yankees hitting coach. And as you can imagine, it was a pretty special day. And we talk about the coming up through the minor leagues and persevering, and then we talk about what it's been like to be the Yankees hitting coach. And then there's a chapter in the book where people wanted me to maybe break down the swing and the mechanics of it, and what would you do if you were the father of a 13-year-old or a 9-year-old. So we have a chapter in the book that kind of is dedicated to those who want to get better at hitting. But just a book about a guy and a family that persevered and ended up at the top of the baseball world with the Yankees.
You know, Kevin, we watch you guys on TV, and we see the hitting coach in the dugout during games, but talk about the preparation you go through before a game, getting the hitters ready, the pitcher coming up, that kind of stuff.
Well, I would call baseball a year-round sport. It's amazing when we finish our season, we're usually in the playoffs, that guys are already starting to hit in early December. They're already starting to get in shape. It really takes a lot of work and a lot of time and effort. My job, I get there early to the field. I look at the opposing pitcher. I'll look at the guys that I have struggling. I'll look at film of when they're good, when they're not going good. Then we have our 2-3 hours worth of cage work that we put in. Then we have BP, and then we'll do an advanced meeting that talks about the team that we're going to play and what to expect from them. Then we'll actually go back to the cages, take a few more swings, and then we'll play the game. And then this cycle continues on through all different cities, everywhere across the country, 162 games in 170 days. So there's there's a lot of work.
Our special guest is Yankees batting coach, one of the best in business, Kevin Long. The book he wrote is called Cage Rat, Lessons from a Life in Baseball by the Yankees hitting coach. He's on the Sports RX on 740 The Game.
Kevin, you've been around Alex Rodriguez now for a good portion of the time of his career, especially in Yankee pinstripes. What kind of changes have you noticed in him? I think there's huge changes in just his attitude and the way he approaches the game and having a lot more fun, it seems like, the last few years. What have you noticed from A-Rod?
You're right on. He has really, really become somewhat of a good social guy. He does well with the media now. He was uneasy with media. He was uneasy with people in general. He was so locked into baseball, and baseball is such a big part of his life, and he wanted to be the best from the time he ever put on a uniform. And now he's learned that you put all this time and effort into it, and then when the game's over, you can relax a little bit. You can enjoy people and kind of have a good time. But I've seen him mature throughout the years. I've seen him in big games not put as much pressure on himself. You're right. He's relaxing. He's having fun. He's enjoying his teammates. I used to get on him. I said, when's the last time you had a conversation with one of your teammates? And now he's like, I can't think of a day that I don't. So it's fun to see where A-Rod's at. He's in a good place, in a good place in his life, and he's doing well.
Our special guest is Yankees hitting coach Kevin Long. His book is called Cage Rat, Lessons from a Life in Baseball by the Yankees hitting coach. Introduction, by the way, by Alex Rodriguez. Afterward by Robinson Cano. Well, Kevin, listen, I appreciate you joining us. Good luck against Kansas City. Kevin Long, you've been a great guest. I'm going to read your book, and I'm going to love it. Kevin, thank you very much.
Appreciate it, fellas. Thanks a lot. And anytime you want me back on, let's do this thing.
Kevin, consider it done. I'll be in touch, my friend. I appreciate it. Thanks.
You got it, man. I'll talk to you.
You got it, man. Thanks.
Right. Bye.
That, David, was really, really good.